Revision 11. This one's all around controlling expenses and is normally question 2 of the exam. The expenses we're controlling are these ones: the distribution costs, administrative expenses, and financial costs. Remember that distribution cost may also be called lawyer fees if we're a lawyer, lawyer expenses. It might be courier fees if we're a courier. So that first one may change. What it's about is this graph here, and this graph here is how we split up our sales dollar. You can see that 45% here is cost of goods sold. So what we're dealing with is the other parts here. So distribution, admin, and financial costs, and trying to maximize this part here, which is our profit for the year percentage. You can see in this example, it's 10%, or 10,000 out of that 100,000. So in order to do this well, the idea is to visualize the income statement from the less expenses down. What we're trying to do is minimize our costs. There are a few things we can do. So the first thing that we can do is we can change our sales figure. If our sales figure, for example, increases and we manage to keep our expenses the same, then we'll see our costs minimize. So we're going to change the sale from 100,000 to 150,000, assuming we spend more. We earn more, sorry. I want you to watch these ones here as I press enter. So we'll see this profit go up and all these expense percentages go down. I'll press enter and just watch. And you see that our profit's gone up to 40% and that's gone way down. All right, as our cost of goods sold decreases. But we'll see that profit. And that's really what we're after, maximizing that profit. That's one way. The other way, and the way that normally we approach this question, is around controlling these expenses here. So financial, admin, and distribution costs. So how do we do that? I've got some examples over here, but the key I want you to get out of this is to shop around. There are many places we can buy our services, very much like in the first question, where we find a cheaper supplier for our goods. We can find a cheaper supplier for other things. For example, our advertising. We can go social media and go for a more efficient way of spending our advertising dollars. That will still get the same result, but are a cheaper version. I want to have a look at the electricity one, and note I've got shop electricity and office electricity there. So it's a good one to pick on in your exam. I'm going to have a look. If we can decrease our shop electricity from 3,000 down to 2,000, we're controlling our distribution or improving our distribution costs. So I'll change that 3,000 to 2,000, and watch that 25% and that 10% there as I press enter. Ready? Here we go. So that 25 becomes 22. And the 13, our profit increases from 10 to 13%. So out of every dollar of sales, 13 cents is profit. Every dollar of sales, 22 cents rather than 25 is spent on distribution costs. So again, I'll just go back and looking at shopping around. I'm going to take you to a website now, and this website is one by Consumer NZ, and it's called this one Power Switch. I've done our own power bill so you can have a look by consumer, and it tells me by putting in my information around the power I've spent. I'll just see if I can enlarge this. Can't. It tells us that I'll scroll down and you can see if I switch power companies from what I've got Genesis to PowerShop, it tells me that my annual power bill I'll save $382 per year. So that's shopping around, and there are tools that allow you to do that. And so again, the suggestion that I've got for this one, this question, is to shop around. Just move you back so you can see. We can shop around for power companies, getting cheaper shop electricity, shop around for cheaper office electricity, or we can shop around for interest rates and get cheaper interest here as well. Last thing to do is look at how we write it. So when we're writing it in 2022, so the date first for every dollar of the bottom line, which is sales, name of the business, Lucky Luke, spent. If I'm doing distribution costs, I'll put, in this case, it's 22 cents. On, we type distribution cost. And EG, and we pick something over here and we'll put shop electricity. Right, so these are the only things that are going to change in this question. So all the time we're going to write in 2022 date for every dollar of bottom line sales, name of the business Lucky Luke spent, that percentage there on whatever the expense is, e.g. And again, how do you improve? We shop around. So we shop around, use Power Switch, to find a cheaper electricity company, therefore decreasing shop electricity, decreasing distribution costs, decreasing the distribution cost percentage. Great, enjoy the Kahoot. Ka kite, talk to you tomorrow.